My name is Bill. Jim's my older brother by 9 years. My earliest recollection of Jim and our family was in the 1940s. These were tough times. We were just coming out of the Depression. There was war. The Second World War was raging with Europe and Japan. There was rationing of gas, oil, rubber, a lot of food items requiring stamps. One of my recollections was Jim talking about purchasing a bicycle for $7 with his own earned money. He was fascinated with airplanes, so we used that bicycle to travel to Midway Airport to see the planes land and take off. On one of those trips on that $7 bike, I was riding on the handlebars and I got my foot caught in the spokes and I ruined his wheel as well as my ankle. It wasn't long after that Jim, being already in his later teens, enlisted in the Air Force. He became a flight engineer on bombers. Fortunately, he didn't have to go into combat, but stayed in the States. However, he did have two instances where he had to bail out of burning aircraft, one a B-17 and another a B-29. That had to be a harrowing experience. I next recall how he met Jane. It was interesting when he asked his father, or our father, to use his car to date Jane, not telling anybody that she lived in Belvedere, Illinois, which is 90 miles away, and how he had to explain 200 miles on the odometer, along with all the bugs and everything on the windshield. But it all worked out because they eventually married. I remember that wedding of Jim and Jane in Belvedere, Illinois. She lived in a farm community, and I could still see her walking down a long staircase, and with Jim at the base of it before they said their vows. It was a beautiful ceremony. It was small, but very well done. After their marriage, I remember Jim enrolling at the University of Illinois at Champaign, Urbana. Jane really worked as a teacher at that time to support him in getting through school. He eventually, after 4 years, attained a mechanical engineering degree, and then they went on to build their life. He started his career, I remember, around the Rockford area at various jobs, and then eventually moved northwest to Washington State, which he called God's country. Jim never forgot his family roots, though. He always returned for weddings and funerals, special events, reunions, and things like that. We could always count on him and my sister, our sister Elvira, and Jim singing various songs because they were both blessed with a good singing voice. I can remember one song they always sang, which was Sierra Sioux, along with many other family favorites. Jim also furthered his singing career by becoming a member of a barbershop quartet. He sang tenor. The name of the group was the Timber Kings. They sang in Chicago and won national competition, and they came in second place. Jim and I called each other frequently. We had many discussions, he talking about his family from their end and me for everything that was going on in the Chicago area. I miss those calls already. Jim was a man of great character. He always stood on his own 2 feet. I did not know one person that had anything bad to say about Jim. He found and married a great lady in Jane. Their marriage lasted 70 plus years. They raised a beautiful family. He built a great career. He traveled 6 continents, much of that with Jane. He served his country proudly. He had many friends and clubs. I remember him talking many times about his Rotary Club. He volunteered at the Museum of Flight for many years and enjoyed it always. He and Jane helped start the church that they worshiped in. We'll miss him dearly, but God has called him home to be with Jane again. May God bless his soul.